So I have a prepared statement because I'm not as quick on my feet and as articulate as all these gentlemen. So I took the time and wrote out my comments to share. But my name is Bob Beckman, and my company does component level repair on ECUs, and we generally do Tier 2 diagnostic and programming support for about 800 Mercedes-Benz independent and dealer service facilities in North America. Over the past decade, I've seen a number of my customers struggle and or go out of business. Many of these customers came to the country with a dream, good factory training, and a toolbox, all helping to build their respective brands. My question is, could it be a problem with their service readiness, or really what's going on? So I have a slightly different take on service readiness than some of the other people that came in the panel before, but I said that there's still no substitute for basic skills and training. But being service ready does not mean knowing all the answers before the car comes into the bay or having all the electronic diagnostic tools at hand. I think it is more about knowing where to quickly find the answers. With the complexity of today's vehicles, knowing all the answers is becoming impossible, and it's only going to get worse. It's much more about building a disciplined diagnostic process and leveraging modern communication and collaboration tools. But first, let's contrast successful and failing shops and look at their differences. Since I'm not doing this on time. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay, so first I have some trouble customers. They come to me because they're failing. Perhaps you know some shops like this. They tend to get buried in all the information and tools and are often too proud to reach out for support. They work like little islands, all fixing the same problems on their own. They'll blindly follow guided fault-finding products which have long feedback cycles and are often never republished since engineering is too busy working on the new models. They make questionable business decisions by buying lots of tools thinking the tools will fix the car. They may use these tools infrequently, tools they had very little return on investment for their particular business situation, and they spend countless hours maintaining and learning how to use these tools for very few jobs. They and their employees also rarely, if ever, participate in any training or personal development. So what are my successful customers doing? They seem to have realized that they need to reach out for help in some cases. They refuse to get mired down in problems cars, but rather make a wise business decision to seek expert help when it's appropriate. The help can be a comprehensive service information from an OE website, which is easy to navigate. It might be a technical assistance hotline where experts with vast prior experiences can help you navigate the sea of information. It might even be a mobile diagnostician with the needed equipment on his truck, but more importantly, the knowledge needed for the specific diagnostic task. It might even be a remote diagnostician who can connect to the vehicle over the internet and deliver the software diagnosis to you on an as-needed basis while you're in the next service bay actually fixing a customer's car and making money. And these are softwares and tools that you may never use again. But the bottom line, and this is the most important part, they are willing to pay for these different resources. So the question comes up sometimes in the discussions that we should all specialize. Many in our industry suggest that the solution might be that everyone specialize. Keep it simple, comprehensively train and have one tech or right tool for each tech for the limited task that you have to do. That's great, and it works in some markets for larger independents and dealers, but what about the smaller rural communities? How will they be served? If a manufacturer truly wants total access to their products and good customer support on a broad scale, we as an industry will need to find better, more efficient, and especially more affordable ways to deliver service resources into the bay. I'm finding that this is not just limited to Europeans, a small circle. Manufacturers which are attempting to lock their cars and maintain high barriers to entry for diagnostics and service are hurting their brands more than they realize. And those which are embracing a more open model may very well have the right idea. I want to thank Mark for putting all this together. Although many of us share different opinions, we all share the common goal of working together to improve our industry. And I look forward to the question and answer session, and I want to thank everybody for attending.